Okay.
Hello, boys and girls. Hey, doing a second video on no crap. Doing a second video on one of my maybe it's a self-proclaimed expertise. I did 34 years in a grocery store. And I did just about every job in that grocery store. And the last 14 years I was there, I ran the liquor store, which I thoroughly enjoyed. It was kind of nice because the first, we can turn this so they can see your pretty face.
They see mine all the time.
You know, the first probably 10 years in running the liquor store, the company knew that I knew more about liquor sales than anybody else in the company in that area. So they pretty much let me do what I wanted to do, and I got the sales way up, got the gross profit, ran a decent gross profit margin. Most of the time, when they gave me a realistic labor projection, I did that. But I just kind of wanted to talk about grocery stores in general.
And
no, I don't. No, I don't, because
your puppy is in there.
They want to see Charlie, right, Charlie?
Charlie's in there.
Charlie, I know. Okay.
Okay, now you'll probably see Charlie's butt in a minute. Yep, there it goes.
Yep. You're seeing the mastiff moon. Okay, I will move over for you. Most retail stores, actually, I'm guessing probably every single retail store, they do a huge study on philosophies, as in product placement, the way they lay out the store. They'll analyze traffic patterns to see where most of the people walk when they walk in the store, and so the main displays, the ones that they have the potential to make the most money, they're going to put in those main traffic patterns. One of the things, I read a stat years ago that said that 80% of all grocery store sales are impulse sales. So if, actually I think it was higher than that, but just to be on the safe side. So if everybody went in and bought only exactly what they went in for, most of these grocery stores wouldn't be in business. So everything they set up for a reason. It's just most, and this is just my experience, and I'd like to think I'm speaking for all, but I'm sure there's probably examples where it isn't. But when they set up a store, if you notice that most stores are set up with the dairy and the meat department in the very, very back of the store. The reason they do that is when you walk in the store, you got to walk past all this other stuff to get to the meat and the dairy, because those are two of the highest volume departments other than main grocery. So they want you to walk by all this other stuff to get back to these departments. And as you're walking past there, you think, oh man, I needed that, didn't I? Or, ooh, that looks good. Maybe I should grab this too. Especially in some of those departments, they set up the displays where, like for St. Patty's Day, they'll have a cooler with corned beef, and then right in front of it or right next to it, they have all these displays of cabbage. So they try to cross merchandise as much as possible, because they want your dollar. They want you to spend as much as possible. And then same with the way the shelves are set up. The sweet spot on a shelf is in that 4 to 5 foot range, which is at eye level to most people. So there are some of the big companies that will actually pay to have their product on that eye level shelf, because a lot of times people, they're looking for tomatoes, they see this national brand, it's right there, it's right in front of them, they'll grab it. And a lot of the stores, what they like to do is right there at eye level, that's where they put their highest gross profit items, is right there, to try to steer you into buying, the items that they will make the most money off of. And then also you notice when you go to the register, where is all the candy, the little knick-knack toys, all the cool stuff? It's down at eye level to a 6-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because how many times have you been in the line and you'll hear, "Oh, Mom, can I get this?" or "Can I get that?" You know, they'll put those trading cards or, you know, that stuff right there. And that's why a lot of the stores, they're putting the candy right there, right up in front,
Mm-hmm.
because most of the time candy is one of those impulse items. In the liquor store, the man that trained me on how to run a liquor store is just absolutely phenomenal, and he has my utmost respect. But one of the things I learned is, like in the liquor store, your highest velocity or your highest demand items you put at the very, very back of the store. In my wine room, the box wines were at the very, very back, so you had to walk past every other single offering of wine to get to these to get to the box wines, you know, hoping you'll say, "Oh yeah, there's a Cabernet I wanted to try," or, you know, so on and so forth. And same thing is like in Wyoming, nationwide, the highest volume item is vodka. Wyoming, it was actually Canadian whiskey. And at one of the very back corners of the store, along one wall I had the Canadian whiskey, and then on the other wall I had the vodka. So the people were going in for that, they had to walk past everything else. And then in the beer cooler, Budweiser was number one. And in the beer cooler, I had Bud Light in the farthest corner of the store, so everybody had to walk past everything else to get to the Budweiser. One of the things that I did on that theory is, you know, and this is going back to the thing about the cool stuff at the register. I got this vodka, and it was expensive vodka, and the bottle was in the shape of a skull, and it was like $45-50 a bottle. And when the case first came in, I wasn't sure where to place it, and so I was kind of trying to figure out how to work it in on the shelf. And I'd left a bottle up on the counter. Well, customer came up, "Oh, gotta have it." And so I went through the whole case. By every time I'd sell a bottle, I'd put the next bottle right up there on the counter, and I blew through this case of $50 a bottle vodka in no time, just through impulse buying. I did read an article. There was a grocery store magazine. I do not remember the name of it, but I read this article in there, and one of their recommendations is that you reset all your shelves every 6 months. And the philosophy behind that is, you know, people get used to walking in, okay, you know, this is going to be, the Jif peanut butter is going to be right here. And they go in there and they rearrange the shelves and it's not there. So they have to look around, and that's one of those things. By resetting the shelves, they're trying to encourage people.
Did you need that anymore?
I do, but okay. I got Charlie right here, so. But
it don't look bad.
Oh yeah, oh baby. Oh yeah, oh, a little bit lower.
Stop it. Come on, Nixie, I can't get it.
Oh yeah, okay. And yeah, this magazine recommended that you reset your shelf every 6 months. My first thing is I thought, you're going to piss off a lot of people. But if you do that, you know, yeah, you are increasing your impulse buying. And like I said, if they're only buying, if only 20% of the sales are what people actually came in for, you know, you want to encourage that impulse sales. Excuse me. Sorry, I got to read over my glasses. But that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing that they're trying to do, is they're trying to generate these impulse sales to get you to, you know, to get you to look around. You know, they don't like these people that come in, and when I go shopping, it's more like a military operation. I go in, I grab it, and I get out as fast as possible.
That's the way we both do
and
it.
That's yeah, and that's the way we both are anymore. And they don't like people. They like that. They like people to stay in the store longer. That's why they have That's why the stores a long time ago went from the elevator music to the more contemporary, trying to get people to slow down and relax. And there's also studies on that certain types of music will get people to slow down and not move as fast. So another thing too is store brands. Most of the store brands are made by a major manufacturer. A lot of times, though, is like with the vegetables and stuff. The vegetables, they won't be the absolutely perfect green bean. They might have some longer cuts, shorter cuts, stuff like that. But in most instances, the store brands are as good a quality or better than the national brands. So don't be afraid to try. If you're buying 4 cans of green beans, and you normally only buy a specific brand, try one of the store brands and then compare for yourself. Years and years ago, I set up a display where we were comparing the store brands to the national brands, and most people, I'd have a blind tasting. I'd have a bowl of the store brand and a bowl of the national brand, and I tried to get people to guess which one. And there wasn't a clear-cut winner on which people getting it right every single time. So a lot of times the store brands are just as good or better than the national brands. One of the things I saw, though, is the store brands, usually the stores make a little bit better profit, and a lot of that is because with the store brands, for the most part, they don't have as much money built in for the national advertising and stuff. So definitely, don't get hooked on the store brands, don't get hooked on the national brands.
You gotta get in the frame.
Oh yes, sorry. You don't have to move away from me.
You smell funny.
Oh, I can't help. That was kind of mean.
I'm joking.
No, you're not.
You smell bad.
Yeah, now I forgot what I was going to say. But, it's like with us is...
You're touching me.
No, I like touching you. And one of the things that we tried is we needed to buy dish soap, and we do not have a dishwasher in the RV. So
really?
I know. Well,
you.
That's me. Yeah. Wait a minute. There's the hand. Yeah, I'm the dishwasher.
Well, I do them sometimes.
You do them sometimes, and normally we buy Dawn, and we did buy one of the store brands that said compared to Dawn, and the store brand sucked. So that's something.
Yeah, there are a few products that does make a difference on.
Yeah, so we're gonna go back to Dawn when we run out of this stuff, because it just
it did not. No.
Yeah, there was one time that we bought some dish soap, and I mean, it was cheap, and it was so bad that we ended up using it for a fertilizer for our lawn. Mm-hmm. And we used to use
the cup.
Yeah, cup of ammonia.
Yep.
A cup of dish soap.
Yep.
And a cup of beer.
Yep.
And we'd mix it all up in a container, and then put it into one of those Miracle Grow sprayers that you hook up. Hi, Charlie. Yeah.
Wow.
Charlie, you gonna make it? Poor boy's so tired.
Charlie? Oh, he just collapsed.
It just collapsed on the pillow. He's got it so rough. And, you do that every 2 to 3 weeks, and it's amazing how much that'll green up your lawn. But, on some of the products that we tried, that's where they would go, is out on the lawn. So I think I pretty much covered everything I wanted to. So do you have anything to say, sweetie? Nope. Okay. So, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments, and I will try to answer them as best as I can.
And he was not coerced or promised anything to make these videos. They were his idea.
Yeah. So well, I see these people talking
everybody knows you don't like being on camera.
Yeah, so this is my camera footage for probably the next 2 years.
No, you're doing it every Sunday, remember?
Yeah, but I don't know about anything else.
Well, fake it. That's what everybody else does.
So, yeah, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to write them in the comments. And, you know, if the questions require more than a few hunt and peck of the keyboard, we'll write them down and we'll answer them next week. So, do you have anything to say, sweetie?
No, I don't, Pa.
Okay, well, thank you for putting up with me. And I think I'm supposed to say like and subscribe to this wonderful lady here. And we will talk to you later. Bye, guys.